What if Odin, the god of war and wisdom, was not just a myth, but the memory of a real man who helped shape the Viking world? Some ancient Norse stories say he was born a god, but others hint he became one through battle, magic, and sacrifice. He gave up his eye to learn secrets and even hung himself to find wisdom. But why? Was Odin truly a god, or a mortal king who turned into a legend? Picture him, a one-eyed wanderer in a cloak, speaking runes into the wind, leading warriors, and walking between life and death. This is Odin's story, part myth, part prophecy, maybe part truth. Odin wasn't just the god of war. He was the god of wisdom, magic, death, and poetry. In old Viking stories like the Prose Edda and Poetic Edda, he's called the Allfather, the one who made both gods and humans. He leads the Valkyries, drinks the mead of poetry, and waits for the end of the world, Ragnarok. But Odin is not simple. He is a shapeshifter, a trickster, a loner, and a seeker of truth. To the Vikings, he wasn't perfect, but he was wise, strong, and dangerous. What made Odin so different from other gods in ancient stories? Odin once hanged himself from the world tree, called Yggdrasil, just to learn the secret runes. He also gave up one eye to drink from Mimir's well, a source of deep wisdom. These were not proud or heroic moments. They were dark, painful, and lonely. Odin didn't want peace. He wanted hidden truth. He was a seeker, a wanderer, always asking more. No other god in any myth gave up so much for something you can't even hold. Could this strange hunger for knowledge point to a real man, not just a myth? A man named Saxo Grammaticus, a writer from Denmark, 13th century, said Odin was once a real war leader who came from the east. Another writer, Snorri Sturluson, said Odin moved from a land called Asaland, maybe near the Black Sea. Some experts believe Odin was a tribe leader whose stories were told for many years. Over time, people made him into a god. His magic may have been shaman rituals, real things that seemed godlike. So maybe Odin started as a man, not a myth. But what made this man rise so high that he became a god? As the Norse tribes spread to new lands, their stories spread too. The god Odin grew more powerful with time. In one place, he was a god of war. In another, a wise king, father of many rulers. Some Viking kings said they were descendants of Odin, using his name to gain respect and power. Storytellers, called skalds, changed his tales again and again. Each generation made Odin fit their own needs and beliefs. His legend kept growing, until no one remembered where the truth ended and the myth began. Odin was no longer just a man, or even just a god. He became an idea of wisdom, battle, and deep mystery. But even today, there's still one big question scholars ask. Was Odin always one god, or many gods turned into one? Odin acted very differently from other war gods. He wore disguises, spoke in riddles, and used a kind of magic called cedar, which was seen as feminine and strange for a male god. Many experts think Odin was like an ancient shaman, a ritual leader who used trances and spirit magic. He may be based on real shamans from Siberia or Finland, not just one person, but a mix of many stories. These stories joined together over time and made Odin into a powerful myth, a symbol of war and wisdom. But what's the real truth behind this deep and mysterious Allfather? The biggest secret? Odin might be the only god in ancient stories who chose to become divine. He didn't start out powerful. He gave up his eye, hung himself on a tree, and searched for deep wisdom. No one forced him. He wanted to become more. By learning, by suffering, by going through death. Odin didn't rule by strength alone. He ruled by knowing more than anyone else. Odin shows the deep human need to understand fate and to try to shape it. He wasn't just a god of war. He was a seeker, a builder, a leader of thought as well as battle. Maybe Odin wasn't just a myth. Maybe he was the first true philosopher king of the North. Odin's story teaches us something big. Real power doesn't come from fighting. It comes from sacrifice, learning, and never giving up the search for truth. Myths are not just old stories. They are real human truths, hidden in symbols and passed down through time. If you like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more ancient legends shown in a new way. We'll explore what's real, what's myth, and where those two things meet in the stories of gods and heroes. Question for you: Which ancient god do you think was once a real person?